Ta-da!
Hello, Lighthouse family. Pastor Adam here. I am, of course, with Pastor Dan,
We're live.
and we're live.
We're actually live. Sometimes we record this and post it, but we're actually live right now.
So hello to you on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope,
On
Twitch,
my page.
and your page,
Twitch.
the Pastor Dan Willis page, and Twitch. Twitch is the new one.
Oh, yeah,
Twitch
yeah,
is for
yeah.
all the gamers. So we're making moves in the cyberspace right now. But Pastor Dan, we had an awesome last week.
Oh, we really did. In fact, three things that we want to talk to you about just for 7 or 8 minutes here. But three things. Number one, let's talk about yesterday. It was just wonderful to see everybody back in the house, of course, with their masks on, and the prayer team all had gloves on and sanitizer. It's everywhere. But just everybody being back. The weather was perfect. Everything was beautiful. The music. Grandpa Joe.
David Carney, he puts the mask over Grandpa Joe. Oh my gosh, I was crying laughing. That was just kind of the peak of all the funny things that happened. Just enjoyable things, I should say.
It really was wonderful. And we called it A House in Order Attracts Favor. Now that we're back, and we've got a couple weeks under our belt, and everything's just been flawless. It's just been so perfect. We're not doing children's ministry yet, and we're just doing one 10 a.m. service for the whole family, and it's just awesome. But the golf carts are running. Everything's up and running, and it's beautiful. This campus, doesn't it look beautiful?
It's good to be back.
It really is.
And everything looks really nice. Everyone moving in their roles again.
Yes.
It brings a good feeling to your heart.
Yes. To Jesus be the glory and the praise. And so, does this ring a bell?
Yeah, it does, from your sermon.
So yesterday, don't judge me. I'm going to return this to Lake Catherine, okay?
The porta potty just left the sanctuary, if you wanted to know.
Left the sanctuary, and this is all that left. There was that one porta potty at Lake Catherine. The sign been on it for like 5 years, and I just borrowed it for the weekend. I'm gonna take it back. Okay, don't judge me. But in any event, the illustrated sermon yesterday, being able to just connect with everybody and talk about the fact when you get your house in order, you can't stop favor. It's unstoppable when your house is in order. And so the fun part, though, yesterday with that, Pastor Garland, Pastor Farida, go.
Pastor Farida's funny. That's all I'm going to say.
She's funny
Pastor
for real.
Farida, you know, some people act like they don't got something on their head, but Pastor Farida, she lets you know.
And she always got something on her head.
She said, "I will take up." I don't know how she
My
said it.
front lace wig.
Yeah, I don't know
Front wig,
anything
something
about
like
that stuff, but
she
she said,
to Gabe,
"I'll
I'll
beat
take it off
Gabriel
and I'll
with
beat
it."
Gabriel. Oh, my goodness. And Pastor Garland, you got to watch him. The zingers that come out of his, oh my goodness. They were so funny. And then when they all politely followed her to dinner.
Kind of brought it back in and did the right way.
Yes. Then, because every scene was about A House in Order Attracts Favor. Then we had David Carney and Kim Neese illustrating. It was church time, and they decided to take care of the yard work. David Carney pushing a lawnmower in. I don't think David Carney's ever pushed a lawnmower in his life. I'm going to go with that.
Probably not.
How funny. Kim Neese. Talk about somebody that's funny for real. I didn't even know what she's saying.
No, they were just yelling at each other. But what I did hear, though, is you're not going to be Mrs. Carney for long.
Oh, my God, David did say it. David said to her, "You are not going to be Mrs. Carney for very long." You know what we should do right now? Because that's a real thing. Oh, yeah, there's been a lot of them to audition.
Throughout the years, there's been a few auditions.
David Carney is going to get us for this, but we should go all the way with this. If you would like to audition I'll pay for the date. If David says yes.
If you want to go on a date with David Carney, put your name in the comments, and Pastor Dan will finance a $100 dinner between you and David. It'll be wonderful.
Please do. If you are not married, all the single ladies, if you are not married and you want to go on a date with David Carney, put it in. I guarantee you there's no other church Facebook doing that today.
And if David tag David in the comments right next to your name, it'll be wonderful.
Oh my God, put David in. Kim Neese, you better apply. Okay, anyway, that was funny. But then they finally got the house in order and came up with the tambourine shouting and everything.
Yeah, then they wanted to come to church, that whole thing.
So funny. And then that scene, Pastor Tony and Pastor Becky the video that was shot of them throwing food out of order, their house out of order, but then the nice little table set.
We had the dogs.
Had
It was
the
nice
dog.
and quiet. Straight from a Hallmark movie.
There you go. And you were in it,
I was in it.
about to be a married man.
39 days, and it's chipping away
39
here.
days, the stripes of Jesus will start. So when just kidding.
I didn't even think of it that way.
Stop.
You know, Pastor's got a lot of jokes behind the scenes, so you already know.
Pastor Adam and I keep referring to it as Paris's wedding, but it does involve you.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's coming up.
I play about 10% of a role in it. That's what everyone has told
Well,
me.
nobody comes to a wedding to see the groom. They all come to see the bride.
Exactly.
Anyway, back to, so yesterday, a House in Order Trek's favorite was wonderful, and just seeing everybody. And during this season, there is such a wealth transfer that's going on. We
Yeah.
gave away yesterday $2,500. Mother Georgia Williams. We have to talk about your mother. We love you. We wouldn't trade your Mother Georgia, but if everybody would act like she acts when they win money. I drew her number. You know, when you come to church, you get a raffle ticket, and at the end of the service, I read a number, and she won $2,500 cash. She went crazy.
She said, I'm paying my Yom Kippur. She came flying up here. She was all excited. Said, I'm going to pay my Yom
She said
Kippur,
it
Pastor.
3 times. My Yom Kippur. Oh, Mother Georgia, we love you. Don't change it for anything, but you got to know these kids have said it all day long on this campus today.
And we love you. I saw her helping out in the food pantry this morning.
Well, that's
That's
who
why
she
God
is.
blesses her.
Yeah,
She's such a
that's why
sweet
God
woman.
blesses her. She
And
works in that
then-
food pantry always.
What's your twist with this?
Matching funds. So then there was matching funds, and the name that was for that one was Coach Wiggins. And oh my goodness, that was amazing to watch. How tall is he?
He's probably 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
He's a very tall man.
You know that he was a professional athlete.
Was he really?
Yeah. Oh, he teaches golf. He's a professional athlete.
What sport?
Golf.
Really?
Professional golfer.
Wow.
Yeah. He teaches the professionals. Anyway, but amazing, and nobody knows his backstory, but he needed it, and how God does all that. So the reason I call this I Love You 3000, because this week I'm upping it to, guess what? Drum roll, please. What do you think?
3,000.
3,000. This is amazing. Pastor Garland announced yesterday we've given away $224,000 since this pandemic. Now, picture, first of all, that's the entire budget of some churches for a year. And we've just given that away. That's additional to, it cost us, Pastor Adam, I don't know if you know this, $250,000 a month to run this campus. 52 employees and everything. $250,000. Everything has been paid because of your faithfulness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please don't stop now. You've been faithful tithers, faithful givers. Thank you. And because of that, we've given away $224,000. So that's just giving away to people, blessing people.
You know, we've given away so much money that we've gone through phases. We've gone through the comment on Facebook phase. We've gone through the if you tithe or give an offering, that phase. And now we're in the giving away and then matching funds phase.
If you're in the house. Because obviously, somebody said, well, you're just doing that to get people to come back into the house. Well, duh. Okay, guilty. But anyway, so somebody's going to get $3,000 this week just for showing up. And then matching funds. Somebody else will win the matching funds.
So 6,000
So
total.
6,000
So by the
total.
end, 224. So we'll be at
Over 230
230,000
this
by
week.
the end of this week.
Yeah, we're pushing towards $250,000 that we've given away, so you don't want to miss it.
We'll surpass it.
And Dr. Ricardo and Elder Dareth this weekend. Now, I'll be here. I'm so excited about it, but I'm getting to be here for our Anchor weekend. This is the weekend we focus on our Anchor age group.
So that's the 30 to 45-year-old ministry.
Yeah, 30 to 45. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be on fire. You already know that. They should be running the government. Don't get me started on that, because Dr. Ricardo and Elder Dareth, they could run anything. So that's this weekend. It's going to be awesome.
But then in 2 weeks.
And the weather's going to be perfect. Did you know for like 3 weeks it's going to be 75 and sunny?
I did not know, but
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
For like 3 weeks. It's beautiful. Golf carts are running. Everything is sanitized. Everything here is just pristine. We're good. So just put a mask on. We all hate these masks. We're going to burn them someday. But anyway, just put it on through the month of September, probably for October too. But just put on the mask. You know, I did see some people with gloves on, but there's hand sanitizer everywhere. You'll be just fine. But before we go, they're telling us we got to go. We have to talk about one more thing.
Let's talk about what's happening in
Yom
2
Kippur.
weeks.
Let's
Yom
talk
Kippur.
about let's
2
talk
weeks.
about Yom Kippur. Let's talk about Yom Kippur. Do you know that there are our accounting team? I didn't warn you of this. Our accounting girls, Pastor Tina Poe and Sister Jan Robinson. That's our accounting girls, and they're so faithful. They have been on the phones every service, every Wednesday, every Sunday, on the phones till this point.
Since March.
Since March. They're in their 7th month of just answering the phones during service and letting people give their tithe and offering. May I encourage you, go to PushPay. If you download the app for PushPay,
Yeah.
It's
It's
so
really
simple.
easy. You download PushPay, put your information in, you look up Lighthouse Church, and it tracks every transaction you
And
do.
look up Lighthouse
It's beautiful.
Church.
You never have to wonder what you gave.
yeah, I love it. PushPay. Look for the app PushPay and look for Lighthouse Church of All Nations. Make sure you have the right Lighthouse Church. Anyway, but do it. It's so simple. But anyway, people call them and go through that. Now, in October, I want those girls to come back in service. So I want to encourage you to go to PushPay. But that aside, Yom Kippur is coming up. Pastor Adam, it is a week from Sunday night.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, September.
It's come so quickly.
It really did. September 27th. If you'd have told me 7 months ago that God would provide through cyber online, the Lord gave me a vision of 1,000 people, each giving $1,000 for Yom Kippur, Day of Atonement. It's the night of an open heaven, a reset. I'm not going to preach about this right now, but this next few weeks is going to be so powerful in your life. What did Pastor Garland announce yesterday? How much has already been turned in on that people have already turned in Yom Kippur?
Well, let me put some perspective. Last year, you said going into Yom Kippur,
The night
90,000
of.
was given.
The night of.
The night of, we had 90,000 come in.
Before we started
Before we
church
had
that
service.
night, yep,
Right now, we have 304,000.
over triple.
Over triple
Is
for
already
sure.
in. Yeah, so 304,000 is already in. Thank you, thank you. We couldn't do what we're doing without you. So for every person that gives their 1,000, all 1,000 cards have been taken. Thank you, thank you. Now get it in. You can get it in, do it on the kiosks here in the lobby. You can give it Sunday when you're here. You can drop it off at the prayer booth out in front that's operating from 10 to 2 every day. But every person who gives the 1,000 by September 27th, the accounting girls will have a couple weeks. Mama Nate helps them with that. Mama Nate, I hope I didn't forget anybody else that helps them with that. Those girls are amazing up there. Anyway, every person that finishes at 1,000, they're going to get an Ark of the Covenant. You feel how heavy that is?
Yeah, it's sturdy. This is good stuff.
I keep
it's
talking
not,
about
It's not
that.
cheap.
No.
This is very nice.
No, I've spent right at $60,000.
Wow.
Yeah, this is my gift to everybody. So you'll get one of these for each. If you gave 1,000, you're going to get one of these. If you gave 2,000, you're going to get two. However many cards you took, however many increments of 1,000, you're going to get one for each of those increments. So if you did 10 cards or $10,000, you're going to get 10 of them. Your Christmas shopping is done. So they're here and they're ready to go. That'll be 2 weeks after Yom Kippur. But the important part is
That's the night of favor.
that's the night of favor. And then 10 people that night are going to win $10,000.
Wow.
This seems like a dream. This is the craziest, most wonderful. This is what the enemy meant for harm. Whew, I feel this. God meant for good. What the enemy meant for evil, God meant for good. And we're seeing it in a pandemic because I wanted you young preachers to know. I wanted you to know for the rest of your life, no matter what you ever face, someday if I'm in heaven and who knows, you could be doing this. What if you face something? You'll be able to say, I remember in 2020 when I walked through a pandemic with Lighthouse and Pastor Dan, and it was the most resourceful, financially abundant time. You're seeing it. So, Yom Kippur, get your seed in the ground. For sure, you're going to get one of these if you pay off that 1,000, and you'll be eligible to win $10,000.
And I got to say this, this is a special time to get seed in the ground. Me and Paris, It was a stretch for us. We did it together as a couple, but we're determined to hang this up in our new home. I moved in, but she'll move in after the wedding. But we said we're going to pay this Yom Kippur seed so that in 2020 our testimony can be that God kept us. And maybe you should consider that for your family.
I had chills when you said that. Your first piece of furniture right there that you'll have together as a couple. And it will be God kept me. So many great things are coming up the next couple weeks. Don't miss any of it, kids. It's just wonderful. So everything else is online except for Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock. So stay connected with us on Facebook. Yesterday was great. This coming Sunday is going to be fantastic. I love you 3,000. Somebody's going to win $3,000 plus matching funds and get your Yom Kippur in. Download PushPay. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, everybody. We love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Be blessed. Bye-bye, everybody.